You've been hiding it for 8 months. The bottle, the appointments, the weight of it. And you thought you were doing a good job. You thought no one could tell. You thought you had it handled. Right up until Bakugo crouches by your nightstand looking for a phone charger and goes completely and dangerously quiet. They're both sitting on the edge of your bed when you walk back in, and the bottle is right there in plain sight, and neither of them is yelling. And somehow that's the scariest part, because you know what Bakugo sounds like when he's angry, but you have no idea what to do with him when he's not. The bottle is small, orange plastic, white cap, the kind that rattles when you shake it. Bakugo finds it wedged between your nightstand and the wall when he's looking for his phone charger, the one he left here 2 nights ago, when he and Kirishima both crashed at your place after training ran long. He doesn't mean to read the label. He does anyway, and his jaw tightens. It's not the medication itself that hits him first. It's the date on the prescription. 8 months ago. You've been taking this for 8 months, and he didn't know. He didn't know about it. And that fact settles into his chest like a coal someone's pressed a thumb into and left to burn slow. He's still crouched by your nightstand when Kirishima appears in the doorway, hair down, a half-eaten piece of toast in his hand. Found it? Kirishima asks. Bakugo holds the bottle up without turning around. The silence that follows is long enough to be its own answer. Kirishima crosses the room and takes the bottle from him carefully, like it might shatter. He reads the label. His brow knits together, and something moves across his face. Something soft and racked and worried, in a way he doesn't bother hiding. Did you know? Bakugo's voice comes out low, not angry. That almost makes it worse. No, Kirishima says quietly. I didn't. You come back from the bathroom to find them both sitting on the edge of your bed. Kirishima has his elbows on his knees, looking at the floor, and Bakugo's looking at you. The bottle is sitting on the nightstand in plain view, and your stomach drops so fast, you feel it in your feet. Hey, you start, and even you can hear how thin it sounds. Sit down, Bakugo says. It's not a demand, in a way. Not the way he usually issues them, at least. It's quieter than that. That's how you know that this is serious. You sit in the desk chair across from them, and you don't reach for the bottle. You look at it anyway. Kirishima is the first one to speak. How long? 8 months. You say. There's no point in lying. Give or take. 8 months. He repeats it like he's testing its weight. And he didn't tell us. I didn't want to make it a thing. It is a thing, Bakugo says. I know that, I just... You stop and restart. I had it handled. I have a doctor. I have a prescription. I was dealing with it the right way. I didn't need you two hovering over it. That's not the point, and you know it. Bakugo stands up, and he braces for the volume that usually comes with it. It doesn't come. He just moves to the window, hands shoved in his pockets, looking out at nothing. The point is that you were struggling for 8 months, and we were right here. And you let us think that you were fine. I was fine most of the time. Most, Kirishima says softly. Not all of it. You look at him. His eyes are red-rimmed in a way that has nothing to do with his quirk, and that undoes something in you that you've been holding carefully closed. Ijiro, I'm not mad. He says quickly, I want you to know that. I'm not mad at you, I just. He drags a hand through his loose hair. I keep thinking about all the nights you probably felt. And you were here alone. And I didn't know that. And I could have been here. I didn't want you to be burdened by me. You think you're a burden? Bakugo turns from the window. Well, I think that telling you guys, when you're already exhausted from your own hero work and hero training, that I'm on antidepressants, is not a fun conversation to have. Neither is this one, Bakugo says, and we're having it, no? The room goes quiet. He was right. Outside, somewhere, a car passes. Sunlight cuts across the floor in a pale stripe. Kirishima gets up and crosses to you and crouches down in front of the chair, elbows on his knees, face level with yours. It's such a him thing to do, to bring himself down to your level instead of pulling you up, that your throat tightens. You don't have to protect us from you, he says. That's not how this works, Hwayan. I know. Do you? You don't answer right away. Bakugo comes to stand behind Kirishima, arms crossed, and he looks at you the way he almost never lets himself look at you. Openly, without the armor, just tired and worried, and yours. I didn't want things to change. You admit, finally. I didn't want you to look at me differently. Hey, so how are we looking at you right now, huh? Bakugo asks. He takes them both in. Kirishima, steady and warm and right there, and Bakugo, with all his softness. The same, you say quietly. Yeah, exactly. Kirishima reaches out and takes your hand in his. Next appointment, one of us goes with you. Or both of us, doesn't matter. You don't go alone anymore. You wanted to argue, and you can feel the reflex of it rising. The I'm fine, I can handle it. You let it pass. Okay, you say. Bakugo exhales through his nose. He doesn't say anything else. He doesn't have to. He sits on the arm of the chair, and his shoulder presses against yours, solid and grounding. And that's the whole sentence right there. You stay like that for a long time, the three of you, while the morning light shifts slowly across the floor. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And goodbye.